So I guess we were going in too long. So Instagram put us on, but we're back on. We're on In the Bed with V, and we're gonna finish our conversation on sexuality, and what sexuality means to Leland, Chad, and thank you guys for everyone who joined back.
Yeah, thank you guys.
So before we were disconnected, you were saying that you believe in love as more universal.
I do. I mean, I believe in peace being universal. You know, I believe in inclusion. You know, I believe that there's a universal love, a universal harmony that really connects us all. And I think that um, we're meant to not be one and the same. And sexuality to me is way more spiritual than it is physical.
Mm.
Very much so.
Mm-hmm.
So I would probably answer a lot of questions. I mean, a lot differently than maybe the social norm, or maybe beyond some people's understandings, because my experience is a little different. But sex in itself is quite spiritual, and it's a soul thing. You know, if you connect, and it can be all physical. We have definitely.
This is actually what me and Shalom speak about in our
desensitized.
Yeah, is that sex is a spiritual act. Before anything else, it is spiritual, and it connects us back to a deeper source. Which is really cosmic, and everybody has that cosmic source within them.
For sure. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
There. Yeah. So I mean, so sexuality is quite different for me, because I look at it in a totally different perspective than just the mere sexual orientation, as in sexual preference, in the state of, or act of, the physicality of. It's definitely as we talk about a cosmic realm, or a spiritual encounter. It's not a soul tie. People say, we look at soul ties, I think in the Christian community, is something that you don't want, but it's actually something that's really, really beautiful if you soul tie to someone.
On the person in the work that they've done.
Exactly. But I also think that sexuality is an intellect. I think that you ever have met a woman who has like a lioness, esque about her.
Mm-hmm.
Something very feline, and just lioness, that there's and it's almost just sexy. How she just carries herself, and just does it naturally. I think that it's sexuality is a mental a mental capacity.
So with that understanding, can you speak to your relationships that you've had in the past with that understanding? Because sometimes I know too, there's a stigma in the gay community and the bi community that is just about the sex. But can you speak to that, and has it been for you when you have that understanding as an individual, when you go to connect with another, has it been that?
It is very, very different, in this community, in the gay community in particular. Um, I'm single,
Mm-hmm.
so I still have not, experienced um, anything beyond the physical.
Mm. And why do you think that is?
Well, if I say I haven't searched for it, that will be because at times I've always believed that I shouldn't be searching for it and that it would just find me or it come when it's supposed to. Um, but I haven't sought after it particularly, or in my experiences, people, I've been told, you know, that they feel something, really, really, something crazy, when they're with me, and I don't think that they're talking about the physical
Mm-hmm.
at all, because it's a spiritual thing for me every time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that I don't know. No, it's not. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna say I don't know, but it's not that I don't know. It's just um, that's a good way to deflect. Um,
Someone just asked, "Are you okay?" I hear the tears in your words, and I do feel like it's a sensitive subject for you.
a little bit, a little bit. Yeah, I haven't truly connected with anyone on the level that you know that I would like to, beyond the physical, and you know, it's um, it has um, what's the word? It's made me doubt myself, you know, that, and then I won't say doubt myself just because I know that it was gonna come when it's supposed to, and it's
Mm-hmm.
not anything that I really should be searching for, or, you know, um,
What do you feel like the preparation is? Because I feel like in any relationship, you prepare yourself, just spiritually. You ground yourself. You do the work to really undo anything within you that's preventing you from connecting with anyone, right? Because we have an energy system within us, their chakras, and you have the ability to connect with someone at each of those levels within your body, but you have to do the work to really release the stuff that's in there, that's holding you back, that's blocking you from connecting. But you have to do that with yourself first and then another.
yeah.
So what do you feel that work is for you, and did you do the work, and being fluid about your sexuality, do you feel like it made a difference with the work that you had to do?
I love that you asked that, because I think that I've made a choice that I'm not looking to find that divine soulmate, because I'm doing the work now. I'm currently doing the work to prepare myself, that preparation that, that you're speaking of,
Mm-hmm.
that, and what that looks like for me, is, my hustle and my grind and my career, my music, just obviously just getting back, to LA and focus on, booking, some
Spiritually, what does that work look like for you?
spiritually, um, spiritually, we both know that that is a, that's practice, and it takes a lot of, that's a daily practice that we were kind of talking about before, um, we went off before, but it's a daily practice spiritually um, to be able to carry someone else,
Mm.
or begin to open up
Or
your heart, or begin to
right?
enlarge yourself and strengthen yourself the way you're able to, carry someone else. I'm sorry, I missed what you said.
I said, or carry each other.
Or and carry each other, exactly. Um, and sometimes we're ill prepared for it. We can't take on every or that person's load, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And I think spirit or that person's past or whatever that person comes with, you know. And not to say that it's all drama, but we all have humble beginnings,
Mm-hmm.
and they define us, and they show up in ways that we have to, as lovers, learn how to navigate and be mature enough to discern what
Mm-hmm.
it really is and get to the root. But you have to, it's a daily practice to be spiritually aware or to be able to discern, if and that's what I'm working on now, being able to, discern better friendships,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And I think that if I would practice that in as an individual, just being single, when marriage comes, I'll be able to discern, you know, relationship issues. But that discernment is always a practice,
Mm-hmm.
or it could be, or it could be, you could be a Debbie Downer, and that you're not going to keep somebody happy if that's how you can be sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be a daily spiritual practice for you to affirm, you know, a positive mindset, because
Yeah.
you'd want, your soulmate to be have harmonious energy in
Right.
your household and in you guys' lifestyle and
So you
marriage.
have to master yourself before you can
You have
try
to
to.
master yourself before.
This
Uh,
is what we talk about too in our book, Learning to Love is key. You have to really learn to love yourself, share that love with someone else. So, and that doesn't change no matter what the status or the orientation of the relationship is. So I'm happy that you're speaking to this from your perspective and understanding. Chad, are you still with us? Have lost him. Oh. Well, thank you guys. I'm going to take that as a cue to end this In the Bed with V tonight. And I thank you all for being part of this conversation. I really appreciate you guys all. I'm going to be live again on Sunday, and I'm going to be talking about polyamorous relationships and what they look like with another guest. So stay tuned for that on my page, and I'm super excited for that. And thank you all again, and have a good night.